In the modern world of defense and tactical strategy, the power of simplicity continues to stand strong. And in the Philippine military landscape, no weapon better exemplifies this than the RPG-7, a shoulder-fired, anti-tank rocket-propelled grenade launcher that has stood the test of time. You're watching Motor Authority Philippines, and in today's video, we take a deep dive into the relevance, capabilities, and real-world use of the RPG-7 missile system in 2025 and why it remains a critical asset for the armed forces of the Philippines. The RPG-7 isn't new technology. Designed and produced by the Soviet Union in the 1960s, it's a classic. But what makes it so interesting in 2025 is that despite being more than 6 decades old, it's still in use, still feared, and still incredibly effective in the right hands. Let's start with what the RPG-7 is at its core. This launcher uses a reusable, reloadable tube that fires a rocket-propelled grenade. It's typically operated by one soldier, though it performs best with a second individual acting as a loader. The Philippine Army uses the RPG-7 primarily for anti-armor roles, although its versatility allows it to be used against bunkers, light vehicles, and even low-flying helicopters in certain conditions. While it's easy to get caught up in all the futuristic weapon systems emerging in 2025, like loitering munitions and drone swarms, it's the simplicity and ruggedness of the RPG-7 that keep it in service. In the rugged mountains of Mindanao, in jungle warfare scenarios, or urban combat zones, the RPG-7 offers unmatched portability and firepower per unit cost. Now, let's look at the missile itself, the rocket. There are many variations of warheads for the RPG-7. The most common is the PG-7 Volts anti-tank grenade. But over the years, manufacturers have added thermobaric warheads, tandem charge heat warheads for modern composite armor, and even fragmentation warheads for use against enemy infantry and light vehicles. In the Philippines, there's a mix of imported and locally maintained RPG-7 systems. The weapons are generally maintained well due to their simple mechanical design. This makes them ideal for tropical environments where corrosion and mechanical wear are major concerns. The RPG-7 is a proven tool in counterinsurgency operations, offering both a psychological and tactical advantage to Philippine soldiers. Another critical element is cost. Advanced missile systems like the Javelin or Spike can cost upwards of hundreds of thousands of dollars per missile. The RPG-7? A fraction of that. And for many missions, that's good enough. While it may not have fire-and-forget capabilities or night vision lock-on, the RPG-7 gives the Philippines an edge in budget-conscious military scenarios. Let's go over some tactical advantages the RPG-7 offers in 2025 from a motorized infantry standpoint. Imagine you're part of a light patrol unit moving through a jungle region. You don't have armor's support. You don't have air assets. But with an RPG-7 on your back, you do have the ability to disable a vehicle, break through an enemy position, or defend yourself against a surprise ambush. That's real power in a small package. And the launcher itself? It's about 7 kilograms unloaded. Add a loaded grenade, and you're carrying under 10 kilograms for a system that can destroy armored vehicles. It's rugged, it's intuitive to use, and it doesn't rely on electronics that can be fried by EMPs or suffer from hacking. What's new in 2025 when it comes to the RPG-7 in the Philippines? One of the major developments is integration with more modern optics and targeting systems. While the RPG-7 launcher remains largely unchanged, many units now use advanced sights, including red dot optics, laser range finders, and even basic thermal sights to improve accuracy, especially in low visibility conditions. There's also been an uptick in training and standardization efforts within the armed forces of the Philippines. RPG teams are now trained not just on how to fire the weapon, but also on mobility, concealment, and urban tactics. There's a focus on using the RPG-7 in Joint Task Force Operations A, combining its use with infantry movement, drone surveillance, and coordinated ground attacks. Motor Authority Philippines has also received reports of locally made RPG-7 clones being tested. These are not just copies, as some are fitted with polymer body components to reduce weight, others designed to mount more advanced optics out of the box. It's still early to say whether these will become standard issue, but it's clear that the Philippines sees value in this humble missile system. Now, how effective is the RPG-7 against modern threats? The short answer: selectively effective. Against modern main battle tanks with reactive armor, the standard RPG-7 will struggle. But in low-intensity conflicts, which is where the Philippines often finds itself against insurgents using improvised armor or stolen vehicles, the RPG-7 performs very well. It's also effective against hardened bunkers, sniper nests, and fortified enemy positions. In fact, during several recent counterinsurgency operations in the southern islands, RPG-7s have been credited with saving lives. One report highlighted how a squad of Philippine Marines pinned down by enemy fire was able to neutralize an entire compound using just 2 RPG rounds, giving them the time they needed to secure the area and evacuate wounded comrades. That's the reality of warfare in the Philippines. It's often close, chaotic, and constrained by terrain. The RPG-7 thrives in exactly those conditions. So what's the future of this system in the Philippines? While more advanced systems will slowly enter the scene, especially in specialized units like the Scout Rangers or Special Forces, the RPG-7 will likely continue to serve as the backbone anti-armor weapon of the regular infantry. There's simply no better mix of affordability, firepower, and reliability. It's a weapon that speaks to the heart of Filipino military strategy: a resourceful, tough, and always ready to meet any challenge. Whether you're watching from the city, the province, or abroad, know that this seemingly old missile launcher still has fire left in it. And in 2025, it's not going anywhere. That wraps up our in-depth look at the RPG-7 missile system in the Philippines. If you found this video informative, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe to Motor Authority Philippines, and let us know in the comments, should the Philippines invest in more modern missile systems or continue relying on proven classics like the RPG-7? This is Motor Authority Philippines, bringing you the latest insights on military tech, defense strategy, and homegrown firepower. Stay sharp, and we'll see you in the next video.